3 students watched a film that doesn't officially exist. One went missing. One went insane. And the last one, Erin sent me a video file before she vanished. I watched it once. Just once. The footage was corrupted. The sound twisted, like someone breathing right into my ear. And at the end, someone whispered my name. This is her story. This is the story of Reel 11. And if you're listening to this, maybe it's already watching you too. Erin was a film student at NYU, obsessed with lost media. She wrote her senior thesis on banned films and urban legends, Cannibal Holocaust, Begotten, and the infamous Antrim. But during her research, she stumbled on something undocumented. Buried in NYU's old archives, she found a dusty catalog entry. It said, Reel 11 1977 director, unknown. Viewer discretion. Watch in isolation. Do not screen without permission. There was no description, no cast, no studio. It wasn't part of any curriculum, and no one seemed to know where it came from, except one person, her professor, Dr. Alan Hume. He stared at the title, then calmly said, if you really want to study that reel, be prepared to be watched back. She thought he was just being dramatic. Late one night, Erin booked one of the old screening rooms in the basement. She brought 2 friends, Jason and Mika, fellow film students. They loaded the reel onto an old projector. No opening credits, no studio logo, just a flicker of film grain and a long black screen. Then it began. A figure in a goat-like mask slowly walking through a forest. He was carrying a film reel in one hand, dragging a shovel with the other. There was no dialogue, no music, just a low-pitched hum like radio static or something, alive. Then came the subtitles, Latin. Erin took a photo and ran it through a translation app. It read, a vessel must see. A vessel must be seen. The figure stopped, turned toward the camera, and just stared. Right into the lens. Unmoving. Then the projector glitched. The reel jammed. The image froze, the masked figure still staring at them. Jason jumped up and hit the lights. They all looked around. No one else was in the room. But on the dark screen, Erin swore she saw a reflection. And in it behind her, something moved. That night, Erin had a dream. She was standing behind glass, in a projection booth. On the screen, her own apartment. Her own reflection, watching her. She couldn't move. Someone else was operating the camera, but she was the one on film. The next day, she tried texting Jason. No answer. When she visited his dorm, she found his bathroom mirror completely covered in red tape. Written across the top in shaky marker, my eyes are film. My skin is celluloid. Jason refused to speak. He just stared past her. Mika, meanwhile, said she'd seen someone outside her window for 3 nights in a row. Same mask. Same silence. Then she left. Without telling anyone, back to Arizona. Erin never heard from her again. Erin went back to Dr. Hume. She told him everything, the figure, the mirror, the reflection, Mika's disappearance. He didn't seem surprised. He just asked one question, did you digitize it? She used university equipment to convert the reel into a digital file. She even renamed it Reel11 Final.mu. He sighed. You shouldn't have done that. You let it out of the reel. Erin didn't understand. He told her the reel wasn't just cursed, it was containing something. The film was a cage, and by turning it into a digital file, she'd broken the lock. She opened the file later that night. The footage was corrupted black lines across the screen. Digital, static, warped sound. The ending was different from the original film. It now showed a handheld camera walking down a hallway. Footsteps, shaky frame, breathing. The camera pushed open a door. It was her bedroom. In the mirror, Erin. Only she wasn't holding the camera. The video glitched. Cut to black. Then Latin text appeared. Actio aeterna. Eternal action. Then silence. Erin emailed me the file the next day. No message, just a video. 3 days later, her roommate reported her missing. The police found her laptop still running. The file was still open, paused on the last frame. Erin, staring into the camera. Behind her, in the reflection, a silhouette, moving between frames, getting closer, frame by frame. Dr. Hume disappeared the same week. He left a note in his office. The camera never blinks. I've tried deleting the file. It keeps coming back. I've moved it to external drives, disconnected them, burned one, but the file always reappears. I don't know where Erin is now. Maybe she's trapped in the footage. But if you ever see a file named Reel11 Final.mu, don't open it. And if you already did, check your reflection. You might not be the one blinking anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe to warn someone who might fall into the same trap I did. Or maybe just to keep a record, if I still have my mind. 3 weeks ago, my friend Derek sent me a strange link. No explanation, no warnings. It looked like this: v1337.deepvid.net/watch. ?V=burned. I asked him, "What is this?" He replied, "Just watch it, but don't say I didn't warn you." Derek is the kind of guy who digs into all the dark corners of the internet, loves creepypastas, rare videos, and deep web legends. I thought, just another weird viral video trying to scare people. I clicked the link. The screen loaded black background. No menus, no buttons, just a single video player. And a timer, 0 o'clock out of 11:11. I pressed play. At first there was a strange hum and static, like the sound was recorded underwater. Then blurry footage of a forest, like it was shot on an old VHS camcorder from the 90s. A girl with long black hair was walking through the trees, looking back over her shoulder. In the distance, a distorted voice was heard, like she was trying to say something, but the sound broke up into unintelligible whispers. At the 3rd minute, she suddenly turned to the camera. She smiled. The smile was too wide and lasted too long. It made me shiver. Then the camera began to back away slowly, like someone was retreating but didn't stop recording. At the 7th minute, words appeared on the screen like written in blood. "Are you still there? You wanted to see this. Now it's watching you." I felt like someone was standing behind me. I wanted to turn around, but my body felt frozen to the chair. At 11:07, the girl appeared again. She was crying silently. Then at 11:11, the screen went completely black. A message appeared. "Viewer registered. Observation started." The next day, I messaged Derek. "What was that?" No reply. 3 days passed, his account was offline, his phone was off, nobody has seen him. On the 4th day, I received a message from his number. "You saw it, now you're next." The message disappeared after 1 second. I didn't manage to save it. I tried to find the site again, but it was down. There was no mention of that address anywhere online. That same night, I saw her in the reflection of my window. The girl from the video. She was staring at me. I turned around, no one was there. The next day, my phone recorded audio by itself. I heard whispers the voice from the video. At 3:03 a.m., the television in my room turned on by itself and all I saw was her face. I tried deleting everything, flash drives, links, browser cache. Nothing helped. Each day I grew weaker. My mind began to unravel. Every time I close my eyes, I see her. If you ever get a link like mine, don't open it. Don't press play. Because now I know it's not just a video. It's a watcher. And it's choosing its next victim. This happened to me back in October 2019, during my sophomore year of college. I went to school just outside of Detroit, Michigan, and I was renting a small off-campus house with my roommate Jess. We weren't the party type. Every Friday night, we had this little tradition we called Freaky Fridays, horror movies, candles, tarot cards, whatever spooky stuff we could find. That's how it started. One Friday, Jess came home with a deck of old tarot cards. Said she got it for free from this antique shop in an old part of town. She told me the owner didn't take her money. He just looked at her and said, "This one's not for sale. It chooses who it wants." We laughed it off. Thought it was just part of the creepy shop experience. That night, we lit some candles, set the mood, and decided to do a reading for fun. I laid out the deck and told Jess to draw one. She pulled the death card. We both joked about it. I told her she'd probably fall in love and it would kill her emotionally. A couple hours later, she went to a party with her boyfriend. She never came back. Jess died that night. Her boyfriend told police they got into a fight. She stormed off into the rain on foot. While crossing a rural road, she was hit by a truck. Instant. I was in shock, but I still didn't connect it to the cards. I told myself it was just a horrible coincidence. A week later, I was alone in the house. For some reason, I picked up the deck again. I don't know why. I told myself I'd just pull one card. I drew the Hanged Man. 2 days later, we got the news. Logan, a guy from our college friend group, had taken his own life. They found him in his parents' garage, hanging. I didn't sleep for 2 nights after that. But the worst part? Police said there was something strange written on the fogged up window near where he died. It said, "She keeps drawing." That's when I knew something was wrong. I tried burning the deck. Nothing. The paper browned, but the faces of the cards wouldn't burn. Next night, I pulled another card, the Tower. That week, there was a fire in one of the dorm buildings. 3 students died in the blaze. All 3 had been at the party Jess went to the night she died. All 3 were near her when she pulled the death card. I stopped touching the deck, but it didn't stop touching me. I found one under my pillow, another inside my winter coat, a coat I hadn't worn in weeks. One morning, I found the devil card stuck inside the bathroom mirror, like someone pressed it from the other side of the glass. I started hearing whispering at night, not loud, just soft enough to make me doubt myself. But it always said the same thing. You started the game, now you finish it. Out of desperation, I contacted a woman named Maddie, a medium in Chicago. A girl from my folklore class had mentioned her once. When Maddie saw the deck, she didn't even want to touch it. "This isn't just tarot," she said. "It's a binding deck. Every card you draw, you release something. You've made contracts you didn't know you were making." She told me there was only one way to end it. You have to draw the final card, the Fool, and burn it. But it has to be done in the exact place you started the reading. The first circle must be closed where it was opened. I went home, I lit the same candles, Saturday in the same exact spot. One by one, I started drawing again, letting the deck run its course. Wheel of Fortune. My ex-boyfriend suddenly showed up out of nowhere. The lovers we reconnected. Just as the police ruled Jessa's death an accident. Case closed. But then, it started unraveling. My ex went missing. Cops said he never existed. I checked my school records. They were gone. Professors didn't remember me. Neighbors said I lived alone. Then I pulled the final card. The Fool. That night, I lit it on fire, just that card in the same room where it all began. I saw the smoke rise, but I didn't feel the heat. And then, everything went black. I don't know where I am now. If you're hearing this, somehow I got this story out. I don't know how. All I know is the deck is out there again. Someone else has it. If you find a tarot deck that gives you chills when you touch it, don't draw, don't shuffle, don't even look. Because once you pull the first card, it pulls you. Leave a comment if these stories got under your skin. Subscribe for weekly horror pulled from real life. And don't forget some games, you don't win them. You just survive long enough to regret playing.